My name is David, and I've set myself a challenge to photograph all 244 of UK resident bird species. I invite you to join me on this journey, from city parks to coastal cliffs, capturing the moments, the challenges and the experiences along the way. If you like to follow along, subscribe and be part of the journey. This is a challenge of patience, learning and discovery. So settle in and enjoy the episode.
Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Welcome to episode 11. Today we're in Warnham Local Nature Reserve. Sorry, I was just reading the sign, I forgot the name there. But yeah, we are currently outside. We're just sitting on the curb because we are early. It's 8:41 and the park doesn't open until 10. So we have about an hour and 20 minutes left. But I'm really excited about this episode because from what I've seen on YouTube and on TikTok, there is a lot of birds here and they have a lot of bird feeders, and I believe they have 4 hides, but I believe one of them is part of an area that's being refurbished. And they have a lot of hides here and a lot of bird feeders, and they have like perches that birds can perch on before going onto the feeder, which I think will produce some really cool shots. So I am hoping that we get extremely lucky and we get a ton of birds today. But yeah, I also want to say thank you for everyone who's been subscribing and supporting the channel. We're currently on 83 subscribers, so we're only 17 away from hitting our target of 100 by the end of the year. So yeah, hope you all enjoyed the episode and let's get right on to it. Okay, so we've arrived and yeah, there's literally, as soon as you walk in you see birds flying everywhere. We've got a picture of a robin which I put up now, and yeah, so we're going to do a little walk around. We went past one hide, but I had to look through the window and there wasn't that many birds, so we're going to continue walking around and see what's up. But yeah, today looks really promising. The sun is out, as you can see. Hopefully it doesn't get too harsh, because there is still some clouds in the sky, but I got my ND filters today if I need. So yeah, well, apparently there's frogs in this pond. That'd be cool to take a picture of a frog. But yeah, I will try and set up my camera when I'm in a hide and see if we can get some cool pictures. There are so many birds here. Like, it's only been 35 minutes and oh, that's Nuthatch. Oh, can you just come out a little bit? I think just in that 30 minutes I've gotten 3-4 birds that I've never seen ever. And there's a Nuthatch here, but it's in between some twigs, so I can't really get a good shot of it. I would love to spend all day here, but I know I can't. Like, this is amazing. Now I really want to stay just to try and get the Nuthatch. Like, it honestly. I think I've got one of my, well, not one of my best, but like my best pictures here. We're also testing our new lens today, Sigma 500mm f5.6 lens, and I'll explain later why. I don't know if you can even probably hear me, but I'm just waiting for the Nuthatch to come back. But wait, let me show you. perch here with some apples and a bird feeder. There you go. There's a grated. There are so many birds now. What the hell? Okay, it's getting really busy. And then there's also a feeder here, where more birds come to this feeder than the other one. But the nuthatch come to the other feeder, and it's got like a really nice perch. So I want to focus on that now. This is crazy. So that's 2 hides we've done. So that was the Heron Hide. We did see a heron, and I think it was a buzzard that was flying over. So I got a few pictures of that, but it was super high up, so I don't think they're the best. But as I wanted to say before I entered the Heron Hide, is that I can literally be here all day. There's so many birds here, and I know that there is a lot of people that don't really like using bait in hides to attract birds, and I understand it, but you get so close to wildlife that you probably would never get close to, and you know, it's actually so bliss, and it's, yeah, like I literally could have stayed in the woodpecker hide all day. So we'll just walk into the next one. There are kingfishers here. They were talking about it in the hide, how there was one on the other side of the park. So maybe we get a chance to see a kingfisher. That'll be cool. Morning.
Morning.
Yeah, hopefully we get a chance to see a kingfisher. That would be awesome. But at the moment, I think we're like 5 birds to our challenge. And I know it's not a numbers game, but just to be able to take like really good photos all in one day is actually, it's like quite fun. Oh, what's this? Hey, let me just turn around for you. Not sure what's in here. Don't think there's much. There's a small little perch there. I don't think there's anything here. I just wanted to quickly talk about why I switched to the Sigma 500mm lens, and just off, like, the number one reason was weight. This lens is about 800 and something, I think it's 850 grams lighter than the Sony 200-600. Yes, I lose 100 mils on the long end, and I also don't have the ability to zoom, but the lens is extremely sharp, as you've seen for some pictures already, but you'll see for this whole video, this is the first time I'm using it. It's extremely sharp. From the back of the camera, everything looks good, and yeah, but I just wanted to reduce weight, specifically as of recent. I've been having quite a lot of back issues, and carrying everything I carry, yeah, it becomes quite difficult. But I believe we're at the hide. But that was the main reason why I switched lenses. You know, if you have been watching the channel, but let me know how does the footage look? Does it look the same? Does it look better? Does the pictures look better? It'll be good to know from your guys' perspective how the footage and how everything is looking. But yeah, just let me know in the comments. Okay, so there are some perches, but there is nothing else. So I guess there's nothing much here. So we'll go back and keep circling. Just went very overexposed just there. But yeah, we'll head back now and see if there's maybe a different hide to go to. The only thing I saw there was visitor centre and the sandpiper hide, which was that one. So maybe we'll go back to the visitor centre and then go the opposite way that we came and see what's on the other side of the park. But yeah, I'll see you all in a little bit. That is the end of the episode. Now, we've come to a local park, so we're no longer at the nature reserve. Unfortunately, I couldn't vlog as much as I wanted to. The Heron Hide, the hide that we went after, the sandpiper hide, got extremely busy. I'll show you some clips. I was trying to just record myself, waiting for the Kingfisher to arrive, as someone had mentioned the Kingfisher literally appeared not too long ago. And what had happened is so many people had literally come into the hide, and I can see why, that I had to put the camera so close to my face and I literally just stopped recording because people kept getting in the frame, etc. So I'll show you a clip of that, how tight it was to my face, so I wouldn't capture anyone else. But today has been absolutely amazing. The amount of birds that we got, the amount of new birds that we got, and the most memorable bit for today is the Kingfisher. It had appeared over, I think, 10 times. It didn't always perch, but we saw it so many times. And the great thing about it as well is that last episode, we were on a hunt for the Kingfisher. This episode, we weren't even trying to get it. And we ended up getting so many nice shots to a point where it's like, when I look at episodes 10 Kingfisher photos to today's, night and day difference. Hides just allow you to get so close to nature and so close to birds that when you're someone like me who's trying to practice taking photos of wildlife and trying to get as close as possible, hides just literally make things so much easier, where you can kind of just sit there and focus on getting your settings correct and learning how to use your camera properly and etc. when it comes to like bird and wildlife photography. So yeah, so I'm really happy with today. And just quickly, just touching on the lens, you've now seen the footage and the pictures. But yeah, everything that I got today with this lens, I can easily get with a 200 to 600. But the weight of it has just made my life much easier. I know I didn't bring my tripod with me, which obviously adds a lot of weight. And most of the day I did spend sitting down. But just hand holding, recording, no tripod, no nothing. With a 200, 600, my arms will get a little bit dead and a little bit heavy. With this, I can literally pan and do everything and literally be okay. So yeah, we've come to this park. We've just seen a deer. There's a bunch of pheasants here. We also saw pheasants back in the reserve. We also saw rabbits back in the reserve as well, which you've already seen, obviously. But we had 4, which I thought were buzzards, but they're actually kites flying above us. One came extremely low and I didn't have my camera ready, but then it came back by itself. Just one of them came back. So we got some photos there. So today we literally got so many photos for the challenge. I believe we're now close enough to 50, to 50 birds, which is really cool. Out of 244, we are getting there. But yeah, I just want to say a massive thank you for everyone for the support. We're currently on 83 subscribers, as I mentioned at the start of the video. Our goal is to hit 100 by the end of the year, so it'd be really amazing if we can do that. And I think we can, because there's a lot of time and we're only 17 away. But yeah, if you liked the video, comment, like, subscribe, you know the deal. I'm going to head back now. My friend's coming to pick me up, so I'm head back to the reserve, the entrance. But yeah, thank you everyone, and I'll see you next week. Peace.